And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Being chased out left. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. Now Jackson. Yet again targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Darnold now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Addison. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Vikings nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now it's Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
68 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. An inside give to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. This is caught by Addison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Addison.
32 yards.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Here's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
That's to his running back, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson. Dancing to, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
And now off to the races down the right
outside. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the two with Darnold. And he's got it. They convert for two. That gets him even closer. Now a two-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson being chased out left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Darnold. 20.
He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison,
41 yards.
and the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. As he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Dancing to his left. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about, not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
To throw is Darnold.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Darnold down to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
3rd down and 13.
Throwing now is Jackson.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Now Jackson steps away.
That is caught. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call,
I
didn't you?
did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll roll him out right. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Now Lamar changing the play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use
You get to a guard, you get to a part, you get to Ben Lauren, Ravens at 1.
8 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Forced out to his left.
You get to a part, you get to a guard, you get to a Lauren, Ravens at 1.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, it'd take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Darnold.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Darnold to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One last throw now for Darnold. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.